Hey there, I'm Dr. Josie Dovidio. I'm a longtime dentist, a registered yoga teacher, and a certified wellness consultant. Today we're talking about redefining success. There's a lot of ego involved in being a dentist, and perhaps rightly so, right? We've invested a lot of time, effort, money, sacrifice into this profession. We're intelligent, we're committed, and we put up with a lot from a variety of people and industries even in our lives. But if we're not careful, dentistry can be all-consuming, keeping you from enjoying the real world. And I would know, for 22 years in private practice, I loved dentistry. I was the kind of person who took dental journals on vacation as my poolside reading. So yes, I really loved being in dentistry until I didn't. You see, my practice was successful, but the stress that comes with practicing dentistry was slowly killing me. And the money I was making, my success didn't matter anymore. I was burnt out. And it was not the first time. I had experienced feelings of burnout a few times in my long career, even though most people would look at me and say that I was successful. So today I want to ask you, how do you define success? And how do you measure it? Because it's likely that the thing you're chasing, that success, you may already have it. And maybe it's not all it's cracked up to be. And I'll explain why in a minute. But I want to invite you right now to take a moment to reflect on how you define and measure success. So as a dental practice owner, I practice clinically for over 22 years. And I do now practice clinically a little bit as well. But I am spending most of my time as a wellness consultant for dentists. And so in that role today, I want to offer you 3 actionable tips on how to redefine success on your own terms. So even though my dental practice was doing great financially, I was surprisingly miserable. It was like I was chained to my work. I had no real freedom. I was all in, trying to keep up with what everyone else thought success looked like in our world of dentistry. But I kept wondering, why am I not happy then? If I have all the things, why am I not happy? And then it dawned on me, right? I hadn't really figured out what success meant to me. And not just as a dentist, but what does success mean personally as a human? And then, of course, thanks to a lot of personal work, after I sold my practice, thanks to burnout, by the way, I realized it was totally up to me to define success. Diving into the quest to figure out what success really meant to me was a game changer. And it hit me that while I love dentistry, and it is super rewarding, real joy comes from striking a balance between killing it at work and feeling awesome personally. So after spending years in dentistry, playing the dental game, and now also spending a lot of time immersively with dentists, helping them with their own wellness, I've seen firsthand how our happiness at work is tied to our overall enjoyment of life. I don't think that's a big secret, right? If we are miserable at work, we're not going to be happy in life outside of work, right? In real life. So drawing from my own journey and lessons that I've learned along the way, I'm excited to support you today in not just excelling in your dental practice, but also in finding that sweet spot where your professional achievements and personal joy can start to blend together, hopefully seamlessly, right? With practice and time. So let's dive into these 3 strategies that will not only rejuvenate your practice, but will also add to the richness of your life outside of work. All right, so number 1, set meaningful goals beyond financial gains, especially once you understand what part of your definition of success has less to do with money and more to do with living the kind of life you want to live and being the kind of person you want to be. When you shift your focus from setting meaningful goals that transcend financial achievements, you unlock a deeper level of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. And understand this, stress often comes not from financial concerns, but also from the misalignment between your daily actions and your deeper life aspirations. Once you understand that, you can redefine success on your own terms, and it'll guide you to live authentically, so that you can embody the values that truly matter to you. One of my clients can speak to it by saying this: I can manage stress, enjoy the day-to-day, and have created a clear vision for the life I want. The valuable lessons set you up for success in every realm. Now, that was written by Dr. Sahar Yaftali. She happens to be the dentist who bought my practice, and I did a podcast with her, and I will link to it in the description of this episode if you want to hear us go back and forth about our process, what was going on for me, what was going on for her, and how redefining success has helped her in the best possible way. All right, number 2, work towards work-life balance. Achieving work-life balance sounds like a lofty goal, but it's really not as hard as you think. It is, though, a vital component of success, especially in the high-stress field of dentistry. But by understanding and implementing the basic principles of living well, you can transform your life into one that's not only professionally rewarding, but also personally fulfilling. So for a quick dive into obtaining this balance, jump-starting to get to that, check out my free 6-minute video training at yogafordentist.net/stressrx. This resource is designed to shift your perspective and provide you with the foundational mindset for embarking on a journey towards a more balanced life. It is a journey, but you have to understand the mindset if you are going to have any progress towards achieving it. One of my clients, an endodontist in Rhode Island, said this: she's helped me gain perspective, shift my priorities, and have an overall calmer approach to my work and my life. My family has noticed a difference, and I feel better than I have for a long time running my practice. Number 3, pursue continuous learning and personal growth. When you read or learn or grow, a whole new world opens up to you. And you may come to realize that there's more to living a successful life than what you're doing right now. If you only define success in monetary terms, you might miss out on the rich tapestry of experiences and achievements that reduce stress and truly embody a fulfilling life. Another one of my clients says the things I learned are vital to regulating the stress that encompasses our lives as dentists. And she gets it because she's been there. Now, that's one of my clients out of Florida, and she has learned how to redefine success so that she can reduce her stress. And it's a really important tool that we can use to reduce burnout. When we expand our horizons through continuous learning and personal growth, we can explore different dimensions of success. And we can connect deeply with things that matter to us, with the people that matter to us. And that's where the peace will come from. So let's broaden our definition of success and weave in well-being, relationship, passions, hobbies, purpose, to create a life that's not just prosperous, but also profoundly rewarding. And so I want to ask you now to share your definitions of success. Has your definition of success evolved over time? Share your stories with me in the comments, or you can reach out to me on social media, I'm at Yoga for Dentists everywhere. But I want to have this discussion with you. How are you defining success? And how is it working for you? Remember, there is more to life than dentistry. So spend some time reflecting on how you define success and start working towards that. All right, so if you've enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up so that I know to create more content like this for you. And subscribe to the channel for more insights and wellness tips to help you enjoy life in dentistry without sacrificing your body and mind. Speaking of which, I have a free webinar named exactly that, How to Enjoy Life in Dentistry Without Sacrificing Your Body and Mind, and you can get that link in the description of this episode. Be well, friends.